Hello guys, today I'm bringing you Sworn. This is basically answering the question, what if Hades and Curse of the Dead Gods had a baby with just a little bit of a splash of Darkest Dungeon? I don't know why it's giving me this feeling, but this is a roguelike that you should pay attention to. And you can also play it with friends. That does not help me at all because I do not have any friends. Wah wah. Well, it's quite good. If Hades 2 is not what you've been looking for, it's not all that it could have been. I'm not making those statements, but if it's not, this could be it. This is the demo, so honestly, for a demo, this is absolutely amazing. Just for the sake of the showcase, I will be playing the main character with the basic weapon and on the next difficulty, because I've actually finished it once. Just like in Hades, once you finish a run, you go back to the hub world where you have plenty of people helping you out. And I'm saying that this is heavily inspired by Hades because, well, the upgrade system is basically the same. You have different gods, all of them provide different bonuses, you can choose between them each run. This one provides weakness to your attacks, I think. And this one, once you hit the enemies, you stagger them. If you fill the stagger bar, they get stunned. Straightforward. That's the one I'm picking for now. Easy to understand, easy to use. There are a few issues that I have with the game that I will be addressing at the end. First of all, you will notice throughout the run that no matter who hits me, if it's a boss, if it's an elite, if it's the smallest enemy that there is, all of them do the exact same amount of damage. This is basically the hammer from Hades. It modifies your attack once. You can choose this one once per world. As you can see, the stagger pretty goddamn useful. And yes, the enemies are bullet sponges. Actually, this is a mini boss, but goddamn, it takes a whole while to kill them. It's not a bad thing. This is not an easy game. Most of the time, you're going to take damage because, as you could have seen, I was impatient. I mean, I could just wait for them to charge at me, then I can hit them when they're vulnerable. But who does that? We want an expression of skill, not of patience. First two swings of your light attack combo fire projectile waves. This is absolutely awesome. Let's do this because this is the most fleshed out one out of all of them. You can see that there are some placeholders right here that, well, you'll have to ignore for the sake of the demo. They're not all that bad. And you can see that every room has a different effect. Because I am playing on the second difficulty, if you play this one for the first time, if you have not actually won the game, those modifiers will not be enabled. Which honestly, it's fair. It's fair. It's only fair. I'm taking this one just because it's an epic. Honestly. Now, there are a few issues that I have with the game. First of all, you have noticed that every character has 4 weapons that you can unlock using meta currency. Well, most of them are useless. This game is not really balanced yet. Again, it's a demo, they can get away with this. It's not that big of an issue. But once the game is out, they have to balance everything. Not everything, but let's put it like this. In Curse of the Dead Gods, you have different weapons. I've never felt that any of them are completely useless. Yeah, some of them are weaker, some of them are stronger, but that's the nature of things being different. You can't have things be different and equal. Well, never say this to a feminist. Sorry for making this statement, but I found it absolutely hilarious. So yeah, it's just that... Look how much time it's taking me to kill one enemy. There are certain weapons that take 5 times longer than this. Literally, every enemy becomes a bullet sponge. And it's just annoying. It's just... people do not want to feel completely underpowered. And it's not like those are one of those weapons that... well... they become stronger later on. It's really not like... ooh... I was not paying attention. It's really not like that. They just stay useless. Yup. The bosses... they're nice. But they are not that difficult. I'd like to see... well, look, for example, this attack, it just shoots in the same pattern. Where the first projectile goes, the second and third one will go as well. You need to shake it up a little bit. You need to keep the player moving, to keep the player dodging. Well, I'm saying all of that while I took a shitload of damage. And look, I'm probably gonna die. But that's also because I want to show you different weapons as well. I do not want necessarily to have a full run with this weapon. I also want to show you how a really strong one feels like. And what a weak one feels like. Because it will give you a great idea about how the game will feel. This is basically a pomegranate. And I've made the initial statement that if Hades is not... oh, yeah, 20% increased attack speed modifier, that caught me by surprise. Yeah, I've made the statement that if Hades is not what you wanted it to be... oh, once again. This may be it. Honestly, I'm sorry if you're hearing all of that. Yeah, my cat started scratching right when I started recording. Yeah, that's having a pet. Great. Get a cat, they said. It will be fun, they said. Fuck you. The weapons are unique. They do not feel the same. Honestly, no weapon feels like another. On the unique department, they got that right. They got that absolutely right. On the balancing department, oh, there's lots of comments that I could have. And I will be playing this game much more on stream. So if you want to see that live, if you want to see this commentary live, well, I will give out my thoughts for possible improvements. You can check me out at twitch.com/indiebanter. It would be my pleasure to have you there. Oh god. It became quite a bit chaotic. Yeah, shit has a way of hitting the fan quite quickly. I know I'm going to say this a lot, but for a demo, this is entertaining. I've played it so far for about 6 hours? That's a lot, because I've played Hades 2 for 7 hours, and I'm sick of it. I don't know why, just enemies are bullet sponges, it does not feel difficult, it just feels long, drawn out, boring. Look, this is not a video to criticize Hades, but this is better in every conceivable way. Even though it has the same flaws that Hades 2 has, the fact that, well, basically every path you choose is somewhat the same. Yeah, right now I'm staggering enemies with my light attack. But the only difference is that if I pick another god, I'd be poisoning them. Or if I pick another god, I'd be chilling them. It all feels kind of the same. And it is quite the same. Runs do not feel as different as they should, honestly. Ooh. Thank you. Okay, well, where's the clover? It said that the dash spawns a clover, I did not see it. The game has some bugs. It's not bug free. Again, demo. They're not going to make it out in the final game, I presume. But even though it lacks certain finesse, there are something. Oh, I did not pay enough attention. There are some things that the game could be doing much better. Again, the upgrades feel the same. They are, and some of them are simply much better. You have no incentive of picking most of them. For the light attack, usually you're gonna pick poison or stagger. All the others, useless. The way they apply is the same for whether it's your spell, your dash, your light attack, or your heavy attack. The only difference is the flat amount of bonus damage. That's all. Alright, this is the second boss. The second boss does not vary in any way. Only the first one does. The second one is always the same. Oh, I was gonna say, at this point I'm pretty versed at fighting this guy, but I have no guarantee that I'm gonna win. He's tough and he really tests your patience, because, oh damn, bullet spongy, very bullet spongy. As you can definitely see. But just like Hades, this game becomes pretty hectic sometimes. You just dash around hoping that nothing lands on you. Oh. See, it's pretty much a test of patience. The dash has really generous ice rates. Oh! Shit can hit the fan anytime. I've said that before and I'm gonna keep saying it. Overconfidence will fuck you up in this game. The meta progression, Honestly, pretty slow. This is basically it. Those give you flat bonuses for every round. You either start with more gold, you get bonus damage, more dashes, more rarity for your pickups. Pretty straightforward. Honestly, pretty straightforward. Now, let's actually see what an overpowered run may look like. And for this we're going to choose the monk with a tome. Honestly, this weapon is pretty goddamn overpowered. Every weapon has a skill tree. It's very annoying that you have to speak with the characters every time. Each one of them has a skill tree, and yes, those do make a difference. Once you acquire enough meta currency to go for these, the big upgrades that you get currency when you kill the boss, those make a difference. Those make the weapons really, really strong. As I mentioned, every weapon feels unique. No weapon feels the same, and that's amazing. This is one of the strong ones. This is the shit. You can really combo the heavy attack into the light attack. That's absolutely great. For most weapons you either use the light attack or the heavy attack constantly, because the other one is either useless or just useless. This one, no, this one it makes a lot of sense to use it. Now look, this is exactly the problem that I've been talking about. This applies to your light attack, this applies to your heavy attack, and this applies to your spell. Gives you 9% bonus damage once you use your spell, and it's stackable. So basically, you use your spell once and you have to wait about 20 seconds until you use it again. So it's 9% bonus damage. That's it. While your light attack, you can use it constantly, so it can stack up pretty fast. Your heavy attack, you cannot use it as often, so the only thing that differs is the flat amount, which is honestly stupid. I'm going to go out and say it, it's stupid. Those are not the same. Having Fury on your spell is completely useless, but right now I'm stuck with a bad choice. I'm really stuck with a bad choice because I do not want this on my heavy attack because it will occupy the slot. I do not want this on my light attack because I do not attack often enough for the bonus damage to matter. So I'm just going to have to waste this one. That's just how it works. Those are some of the kinks that they will have to fix before actually releasing the game. It's going to make a huge difference because that's what sets variety in most of the runs. You do not want the runs to feel the same. Oh, what's this? You get the first 2 hits in each room. No, that's bad, that's bad. Okay. And honestly, I'm saying that this weapon is overpowered mostly because of the modifiers that you can get. You can get some pretty amazing modifiers for it. And by modifiers, I do mean that what the hammer basically is in Hades. The ones that modify either your light or your heavy attack. It can make your heavy attack hit 3 times in a very quick succession. It can make your light attack have more pages, so when you charge it up it deals even more damage in a straight line. Oh, did not pay enough attention. Look, I'm going to admit being wrong on one thing. You can actually stack it. You can actually stack it using the spell. I was wrong, you can stack the damage because it apparently applies to every instance of damage dealt. I honestly did not think about that. Oh, what the hell is this? Whoa! This is usually really useful for your spell, and it would have been really useful. Ah, come on. But well, it's not as useful for anything else, so I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to own up to the fact that I'm kinda weak. I might have to fight the boss on his terms, which is okay. As I said, the first boss, not that hard. Oh, destroy the crystals, that's... This one's not easy, If you do not destroy the crystals, they spawn enemies. If you let too many crystals spawn enemies, you will be overrun. Ooh, I'm glad that those spawn like this. Oh, one of them activated. Ah. See? The game's not that easy. I mean, it's not that hard either. Oh shit, I did not want to pick this one. Pay some fucking attention. It's not the game's fault that you are not patient. Basically, this upgrade makes your attack really strong, but only once in a while. And if you miss it, you're fucked. That's why it's really useful with the spell, because either way you have to wait for your mana to regenerate, and you're basically waiting for two things to regenerate at once, and that's just min-maxing basically. Oh. Yeah, sometimes the game's not as responsive as it could be. Right there, I did dodge. I'm certain of it. I'm pretty keen on admitting when it's a skill issue, but I'm just as keen on calling the game out for fucking me up. Yeah, first boss, quite easy. Quite easy. Second boss, not so much. And no, this is not the most overpowered weapon that you can have. It's just one of the really strong ones. And I was pretty unlucky with the upgrades. I'm going to have to say that. And still you can see it feels way stronger than a sword. That's mostly because the light attack and the heavy attack combo into each other much better. Alright, let's go for the modifier. This is where shit hits the fan for the enemies. And this is exactly what I like the most about both this and Hades 2. The modifiers feel really meaningful. And Hades 1 as well, but I don't know why it feels more meaningful in Hades 2. I haven't yet thought about this, which maybe I should. The iframes on the dodge are really generous. Trust me. Your heavy attack constantly shoots small projectiles while you aim it. Your heavy attack deals plus 25% more damage and affects a 40% larger area. Your light attack starts narrow and widens as you charge it. This is great. I've used this one. Makes your basic attack much faster. For now, this is interesting. Yeah, let's go for this one just because it sounds a bit more interesting. Haha. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, that doesn't seem so good. Doesn't seem so good. I did hope that I would get the one that it makes it strike 3 times with reduced damage. That one was amazing. And the projectiles do not deal all that much damage. Well, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known. At least now I know. Now I know. Not all that good. So yeah, basically with the shittiest upgrades possible, this weapon still packs a punch. While some others, even with the best possible upgrades, still feel useless. Still feel quite a bit useless. I'm not going for the challenge. Basically, if you pick up that challenge, it will restart the room, and the faster you kill the enemies, the more rewarded you are. I'm not in the mood for that. Oh, something got stuck. Something got stuck. I've told you the game is not bug-free as of now. The dodge was a little bit unresponsive. I do not know why he suddenly received so much damage. Something definitely happened there. And this is the first time that I've had 2 mini-bosses at the same time. That was weird. For some reason it feels like he respawned. Oh. My foot was itchy, and disclaimer, pressing escape does not pause the game. But I will take this opportunity to show you, well, a different character. This one is the one who shall not be named. Just no. If you want to find out why, play the game for yourself. Trust me. Trust me on that. Okay, let's go. This feels really different. The playstyles on each character are unique. Really, and that's impressive. That's quite something. Because maybe this is exactly why I associated it with Hades. Because in Hades, whatever weapon you pick, it feels different. The spear is really different, sword is really different, shield is extremely different, rifle is very different. And this is basically the same. And that's amazing for replayability. As you can see, this one has a charge. You can charge both the heavy and the light attack. I like it. I feel like more weapons should have a different effect whether you charge them or not. Oh. Oh, less damage with light attacks. Good to know, good to know. Using it. That was fucked up. Yeah, if you time it perfectly, just as in... I'm going for gold, honestly. I do not like that one. Just like in Curse of the Dead Gods with the ranged weapons, if you release the shot at the precise time, you get a perfect strike. And I love this kind of skill expression. I love it. I feel like more games should reward you for actually being good. For fucking playing well. But there's only one thing about this game. It kind of shies from making you overpowered. I've said that there are some overpowered weapons, but that's just because some of the other ones are absolutely useless. They're overpowered in comparison. They're not overpowered because they're overpowered. And well, roguelikes should allow you to be too strong from time to time. Come on, don't tell me you did not have an amazing time the first time you picked Brimstone and, I don't know, Magnetic Tears in the Binding of Isaac. Don't tell me that you just stood there and went, nah, this is way too powerful, I want a challenge. No. People enjoy feeling overpowered from time to time. At the same time, I'm going to have to admit I did compare it with Curse of the Dead Gods. That game does not really allow you to be overpowered, I have to admit that, and that's something great about it. But it covers a niche. That one's, well... yeah, it does not allow you to be overpowered. Oh, this is cool. But that's just because the whole gimmick of the game is you being kinda weak. It's a challenge. It's, I don't know, like Dark Souls, just making you overpowered. It's fun, but only after you've struggled. Is this... It was green. I forgot that my pet poisons. And I thought that he was healing. I don't know, I saw green, I assumed heal. Do you see the chunks of damage? Come on, that's insane. So chunky. But I do feel like the game could do with some better sound effects. I feel like the weapons should have a bit of when you strike the enemies. For now, it's fine. It's just fine. It's not bad. You do hear that little crunch, but it could be better. Who knows? Maybe I played with the sound effects a little bit. Maybe I played with the sound. I usually turn the sound down while I play because I either listen to a podcast or do some other stuff. So who knows? Maybe it's my fault. I did not try it. I do not remember shutting it down, but maybe I did. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Actually, let's... I can check. It's not that hard. Nope, everything is maxed out. So game... maybe some better sound effects. Nope. They do not die in one shot this time. 50% increased health. Good to know. Dude, just read the modifiers before you enter a room. I should know that. I should know that. Oh. Oh, the impatience. Yep, pretty impatient. Oh, finally. Again, this is the best part of the game. Having your attacks completely modified. That's awesome. Ooh, I'm shrekking this dude. See, that's kind of overpowered, but isn't that the fun kind of overpowered? Light attack charges 30% faster. Doesn't say new, but I've never tried it. If you dodge after fully charging light attack or heavy attack, your charge is stored for your next attack. Meh. Kinda meh. Plus 5 damage for every fully charged attack you land in a sequence. So it could do 50 damage bonus. I'll go for... Yeah, I'll go for this. 80% less damage from spells. I think I've used my spell once this time. So guys, the demo is free, so why not give it a shot? I'm having a blast, honestly. I'm enjoying this. This is the roguelike that I've been looking for lately. Ooh, the stagger. Oh, it stacks up so nicely. It has its moment when it just hits the spot. It feels so fucking nice. Yet I will have to admit that it still has a long way to go. Because, well, as I said, it's Curse of the Dead Gods and Hades inspired, so what's stopping people from playing those games instead of this one? For now, not much, because while this is great, Curse of the Dead Gods is just perfect. Absolutely perfect. I've played that game so much. I'd rather play Hades 1 than this one, but Hades 2 let me down. I did say that this is not a video where I'm bashing Hades 2. That's not my intention, but I am saying that this is better. That's all I have to say. And we'll leave it at that. Probably I'll forget that I said that we'll leave it at that, and I'm going to keep ranting about it. But for now, that's not my intention. Alright, let's see if we can actually defeat the first boss this time. Hope that we can. Oh! I'm glad that the boss does not have a room modifier. Just imagine if my light attacks were reduced. Oh, Nope, I'm not winning this time. Close. That was close. Ooh, I do have to focus. Ooh, I'm focusing. And yeah. Oh, this feels satisfying. It's not an easy boss. Yeah, does not compare to in difficulty to some other games. But this is not an easy boss. But for now, this will be it. If you do want to see the next bosses, if you are interested in this game, I do hope that this has sparked your interest. Now I'm going to summarize what I've been saying. What this game needs is a bit more variety in skills. The weapons feel very different. Some of them could benefit from a flat buff, flatly more damage, and that would be absolutely enough. Some of them need to be mechanically changed altogether, because no matter how you put it, for example, there's a chime. It only shoots at a specific distance, does not feel strong at all. Yeah, the drawback does not... Let's see, let me rephrase that. What it gives is not worth the drawback. Oh! I was... My brain, my two neurons both focused on explaining that they forgot to play the game. So yeah, long story short, a few weapons, just like 3 or 4 of them, need to be changed significantly. Otherwise, skills. The skills need to be different. You can't just copy paste the same skill and apply it to light attack, heavy attack, spell, dash. You can't have them doing the same thing. Yet I'm pretty confident that they will fix this because of what I'm about to show you. These are each god's skills, and as you can see them, plenty of them are locked. So I've not found most of them. Probably they are not available in the demo. But there's also dual blessings, which I do assume that it's either a combination of them. When you pick 2 of them, they synergize with each other, or when you have a partner, which I will probably never do. But even as the game is right now, still lots of fun. It still has plenty of replayability. Yeah, maybe change the words a little bit, maybe add new bosses and all of that, but for now, it's great. I do not have many bad things to say, nothing that is unfixable. Everything about this game can become perfect, and I hope that it does. And I would advise you that you try the demo yourself. I do hope that I've sparked your interest, and maybe join me live. Who knows? This might be just the thing for you. Leave a comment, tell me what you think about the game, and I do hope to see you next time. Have a great one.